right, everybody. You know what time it is. The Real Talk Sports Show is coming up right now. Bam! Welcome to the Real Talk Sports Show. It's me, your host, Mr. Jonathan Simmons, and we thank you for joining us here on a beautiful day. This is the day the Lord has made, and we will be glad and rejoice in it. Normally, I start my ministry show that way, but I thought it was a great way to start our sports show today. We are happy to say that we are back in one of our favorite locales. Now, for those of you watching, say, brother, you're a little dim. That's because I didn't get a chance to set all my lights up. But nevertheless, this is really pretty much a test to make sure our Wi-Fi was great and everything was the way it should be when we do the show. So we are here at the Holiday Inn and Suites. This is breakfast time here. What they're doing is they have a today they're doing something for Mother's Day. They're actually having a brunch with mimosas. So for those of you ladies who like a little bit of a libation with your early morning, you come over here. It will be open till about 11 a.m. And you cannot believe the price here. The prices are unbelievable. It's only $12.95 for a full all-you-can-eat brunch. That's right, all you can eat with an omelet station, which we're going to show you a little bit later on in the broadcast. And like I said, there's great stuff going on here for Mother's Day. We always try to bring it to you from on the scene. And if you have got some great stuff going on in your community and you want us to come out there live, we can do that. We are completely mobile. We'll come on out, set up. You guys can kind of join us and we can join you. If you want to do that, I'll go ahead and put the information up on the screen. I'll also let you guys know for those of you who are right now listening to us on the legendary WIGO 1570 AM, now Pace to the 1570, as we have new ownership here, a new station management. Well, not really no station management. I'm still here. Kevin's still here. All the guys that made WIGO the brand that you enjoyed so much in your local community, we're all still here and thankful to be here. So yeah, man, we're out on the road again. And again, this is the test broadcast. So we appreciate those of you who have locked in here again on the legendary WIGO Pace to the 1570. And also now we're back out of Facebook jail. That's why I was in Facebook jail for a minute, guys. I'll tell you the truth. I was there. Here I am. I am now back on Facebook. We're also back on all of our what's am I looking for? All of our pages on Facebook. We were off. I couldn't get in there. I couldn't do anything. I was locked out. They said that they had some suspicious activity. I don't know what that's all about. But the bottom line is we are here in the middle of it, right here at the Holiday Inn and Suites. Like I said, again, they are doing an omelet station, and we look forward to showing you a little bit of that later on today. Well, what we want to talk about since it's Mother's Day is I want to get you guys feedback on this, the idea of mothers and giving me maybe your top 4 or 5 athletes, female athletes that you know that have actually not only just, you know, had children, but have actually thrived after pregnancy. So give me kind of your top 5 athletes that you know, hey, look, you know, they were at the top of their game and they were pregnant and they came back and continued to achieve at a high level. So kind of give me your top 5. Love to know who your top 5 women are for women who have achieved great things after pregnancy. Also, we want to talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs. Uh, we're whittling it down to the final 4. We had a situation where Boston staved off elimination. They kind of did what they had. Should have not stayed off elimination. Lord have mercy. They put themselves in a position where they're going to have a game seven. Yes, staved off elimination. I was correct. They went down to Philadelphia and knocked off the Philadelphia 76ers to hold the line. And so now it will be once again a game seven NBA playoffs in the Boston Garden. Now it's a new Boston Garden, but it doesn't matter. So much rich history there in Boston. And what a better way to have a game seven when you have two old rivals. If you're kind of an OG like me, you can remember the great battles in the 80s between the Sixers and the Celtics. First of all, as division rivals, and then second of all, as postseason rivals, they usually battled to see who's going to go to the NBA Finals to play against usually the Lakers. So, yeah, great stuff as Boston and the 76ers. We knew their rivalry. Joel Embiid, a MVP this year. Certainly, you take a look over at Boston where they have Jason Tatum and they also have Jaylen Brown. Tatum has been an MVP candidate himself over the years, and Jaylen Brown, certainly, if the Celtics continue to go on in the playoffs, he would be considered one of the MVPs of the playoffs, as he has really carried the Celtics with his consistency. Don't get me wrong, Tatum's had some big games, but Jaylen Brown has been the more consistent guy for the Celtics. So, Celtics looking for a big game seven against the 76ers. Meanwhile, out in the West, we see that Denver is moving on. They did what they had to do, knocking off the Phoenix Suns. And I got to tell you, the Phoenix Suns, you kind of wonder what's wrong with that team. Here's a team that really, knows how to get to these championship situations, but they don't know how to do it. And of course, we had two other teams that also have ended their series. I don't want to say a shocker, but the Lakers went and knocked off Golden State in Golden State and beat them pretty handily, 122 to 101. Yeah, I don't even know what to say here. It's a situation where the Lakers and LeBron James, he may not be the absolute greatest of all time, but certainly if he's able to win another title, um, and which means he'd have to get by Denver with the MVP. Certainly, this guy now, you got to be in that conversation again as being one of the greatest of all time. Just look at his stat line last night. Remember now, the guy is 38, almost 39 years old, and he had a LeBron James for the ages game: 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists, almost a 30-point triple double. And he has rejuvenated Anthony Davis, who's playing like Anthony Davis that the Lakers thought they got. Well, actually, they did get a few years ago. Anthony Davis was unstoppable in the paint, 20 rebounds for the Lakers, 17 points. And D'Angelo Russell, a guy you remember at one point was a lottery pick, kind of fell out of favor. He did what he had to do, was the third and fourth link, I should say the third link in the chain, 19 points for D'Angelo Russell as the Lakers blow out the Golden State Warriors 122 to 101 on the road at Golden State. Yeah, you gotta wonder kind of what happened. Stephen Curry, I mean, he tried to do what he had to do last night. He scored 32 points, but really shooting 11 of 28 from the floor, 4 of 14 for three. And then the other Splash brother really has had one of his worst series ever. Klay Thompson, 3 of 19 from the floor, 2 of 12 from three-pointers, and that really was the big difference, guys. I mean, the Splash Brothers, now this is going to seem odd, but were a combined, check this out, the Splash Brothers, a combined minus 33 for Klay Thompson, minus 21. So in other words, when Klay Thompson was on the floor, the Lakers were able to maintain a 33-point cushion over Golden State. Yeah, who knew that that was going to end like that? Another series that shut down is over. Another rivalry series, Knicks and Miami. Miami said we had about enough of you guys, and they ousted the Knicks in six, ousted the Knicks in 6 games, winning in Miami 96 to 92 in a bit of a nail biter. Went back and forth, a seesaw game, but the Heat found a way to close them out. And Jimmy Buckets once again does what he needs to do. Jimmy Butler, 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists for Jimmy Buckets. Bam Adebayo, dominant inside, 23 points, especially in the first half. Had 9 rebounds and also had an assist. So Miami has gotten the Knickerbockers out of there. And like I said, another classic rivalry game, and really throwing back to the old games as you see with the Knicks and the Heat back in my day, a defensive struggle as again Miami takes them down, and now wait for the winner of Boston and Philadelphia to see who is going to then go on into the NBA Finals. And again, it was a case of defense and poor shooting by the Stars. So let's take a look at the Knicks box score, and this tells the story right here. RJ Barrett, who had been really balling out for most of the series, just an abysmal game. 1 of 10 from the floor. That's right, you heard me, guys. 1 of 10 from the floor, including all 3 from 3-point range. The only points he really scored in any number was from the foul line. He was 9 of 10 for the foul line. A grand total of 11 points in 32 minutes. And his tag team partner, Julius Randle, the other guy who once again had balled out in the Knicks game that they won, shut down by the stifling defense of Miami Heat. 3 of 14 from the floor, 1 of 7 from 3, a grand total of 15 points. Did have 11 rebounds, but man, that was a story right there. And hats off to Jalen Brunson, who did everything he could possibly do to keep the Knicks in this. He shot a scorching 63% from the floor, 14 of 22 from the floor, 5 of 10 from the 3-point line. 5 of 10 from 3-point line, and 8 of 9 from the foul. From the foul line. 41 points for Jalen Brunson, playing all but 3 minutes of the game. Did everything he could to try to keep the Knickerbockers in it, but at the end of the day, Knickerbockers are gone, losers to the Miami Heat 95-92, and the Heat now await their winners of the Philadelphia and Boston series, which is now tied up at 3-3, heading back to Boston. So, yeah, big stuff going on in the NBA. This is what everybody really lives for. This is the excitement of the NBA playoffs. So again, we're excited to be a part of that with you. Again, we are back in our old stomping grounds. We're at the Holiday Inn and Suites. We're going to take a little break here, and when we come back, we're going to try to get you a little bit of a peek of what's going on here, because they are having a Mother's Day brunch, including mimosas. Now, well, for those of you like a little something, something to go with your breakfast, like I said, again, they have a wonderful all-you-can-eat buffet, and we're going to try to get you a clip of that as well. But if you want to, hang around with us, we'd love to have you. We're on the Real Talk Sports Show, and we're listening. I should say you're listening on the legendary WIGO Pacesetter 1570 AM, WIGO1570.com, and of course on Real Talk Sports 7 anywhere on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll be back in just a moment. Hang tight. Don't go nowhere. Seriously, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Did you know that Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, Georgia also has Lincoln? Over 35 years of using the Vigil Touch to provide excellent customer service, works hand in hand with the Lincoln Motor Company to provide a luxurious and seamless way to acquire your next luxury vehicle. Lincoln has an array of full-service complimentary owner benefits. These benefits include hospitality partnerships, service pickup and delivery, all which can be accessed through the Lincoln Way app. You can even contact the 24/7 concierge to have someone assist you. Come and see our great inventory of new and pre-owned Lincolns today. Call 678-364-7345 to make an appointment with one of our brand champions, or shop 24/7 online at allenvigillincoln.net.
This is OJ Howard with Real Talk Sports.
What's up, guys? This is Tim Tebow. You're listening to Real Talk Sports.
This is Charles Woodson. Let me grab the mic. You ready? This is Charles Woodson with Real Talk Sports. Hey, it's your boy JB Smooth with Real Talk Sports.
Hey guys, so we're here now. I wanted to show you this. Like I mentioned, we're at the Holiday Inn and Suites. We're here. This is where we used to do all our broadcasts all the time. So I want you guys to check this out. They actually are having brunch here with an actual omelet station. Now I'm going to get this. I want you guys to take a look at this. Here's the omelet station. Chef said, "I'm trying to get it cleaned up." This is a real meal right here. That's the real deal.
How you doing?
Say hello, everybody. So we're going to go in here and take a look here. This is the buffet, guys. Like I said, it's open till 11. Only $12.95 all you can eat. These gentlemen here, they're getting it in. Now he got the go plate. He's not playing. Look at that. You got your home fries. You got your fresh eggs. You got some sausage, bacon. And this is what I heard. I heard if you ask the chef real nice, they might have some turkey sausage back there. If you like meat, don't want to mess with that pork too much, but that's all right. And here, fresh grits, just like your mama made, right there. Look at those. Ooh-wee. That looks good, doesn't it? And check this out, guys. You also have, bam, some French toast sticks. And, okay, if you want to go real healthy, they do have some oatmeal for you.
And with our toppings and condiments over here, we got the brown sugar, the sugar, we got coconut topping. We also have the graham crackers and the granola and the walnut.
There you go right there, guys. So it's like you're in the house.
Just missed the pancakes.
Right.
We used to have pancakes in the morning.
Now, see, I'm feeling some kind of way because you guys, you know I'm a pancake guy. All right, so I'm feeling kind of messed up now. And look, check this out. But there you go. Listen, also, if you want to kind of like a little Mexican flavor, there you go. You got some shredded cheese. You have your salsa, fresh fruit, yogurt. You got your kitties with you, got your cereal. So you see, guys, you got everything you need here. Oh, I forgot. We also have the continental breakfast here. So there's all of your pastries. You got some fresh fruit. You got bagels. And if you want to heat them up, there's your toaster right there. And here's more fresh Danish. Again, always trying to be healthy. There's your bran muffins right there. Little apple squares, everything you need, guys. And then all types of great coffee, regular, decaf. You can hear the ice clinking there for your fresh drinks. And you have your non-dairy creamer right there. So really everything that you need here. And look, check this out, the decor here. Beautiful place here. So everybody just relaxing here as we get set for Mother's Day. And here the chef is about to prepare another omelet for somebody.
Yeah.
You hear that sizzle? It looks good, guys. There you go. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Are you gonna have one?
I'm gonna have one. I don't know if I can eat on the air, but I'll show you guys once I get back to the spot. But yeah, we're here at the Holiday Inn and Suites. It is Mother's Day weekend, and here's a place where we look to be broadcasting. Again, you guys remember this Burger Theory restaurant. They have the world famous 3-grind burger. And what does that mean? They actually make the burgers fresh here, and they use actually 3 different types of ground beef. They have regular ground sirloin, but they also put in brisket as well with the ground beef. So you have 3 different types of beef: regular ground beef, sirloin, and brisket. As you can see here, nice intimate seating here, flat screen TVs. And for those of you listening on WIGO 1570, I hope I'm laying out for you a reason for you to come on down, because this is right located on 638 Highway 138. So when you get off of exit 228 on I-75 South, they're right off the exit. To drive into the location, they're right across, or I should say right next to the Lowe's in Stockbridge. They're right there. Here's another spot here. I'm just letting you guys see this. If you have a little meeting, you see it's nice and 6 people can set up here. Nice bar type table. So great place to have an event also. And this is the relaxed area here where I'm doing my broadcast and where I will be bringing my guest in at least once a month. See, I just want to give you guys a peek also here. Look at the atrium. We're in the atrium here. It's a very, very nice place. It's kind of like almost a home away from home where you can entertain and just like I said, again, have a meeting or just kind of chill out for a little bit. Beautiful flat screen TV. And in the wintertime, they have lots of events here as well. So again, these are our friends at the Holiday Inn and Suites. Even if you want to do a staycation, I did that. I actually kind of say, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to mess around. I just want to kind of take it easy and get away. So I squirreled myself over here in the Holiday Inn and Suites. They got wonderful rooms here, and they even have a pool, nice heated pool, workout center. So everything you need to kind of just get away from it all for just a day or two. So again, check them out. It's the Holiday Inn and Suites, located right in Stockbridge, Georgia, right on Highway 138, right next door to Lowe's. So again, we appreciate you, appreciate them for kind of hanging out with us. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back with more sports talk. Again, you're watching here as we broadcast to you and listening from the Holiday Inn and Suites at the Burger Theory restaurant location.
a wonderful bar and grill here located right in the heart of Stockbridge. We'll be back, guys, with more of the Real Talk Sports Show in just a moment. Stay tuned. Are you in the market for a new vehicle? Well, check out Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln in Morrow, Georgia. We have one of the largest inventories in our area for both new and pre-owned vehicles, so we're sure to have something for everyone. Family owned and operated since 1982, customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. Come see our full lineup of vehicles and find the one that best fits you. Give us a call today, 678-726-5739, or shop us 24/7 online at allenvigilford.net.
We're back, guys. Again, we are at the Holiday Inn and Suites, located right in Stockbridge, Georgia, right there on Highway 138. And this is a spot you guys know that we have done broadcasting here before. And today really is more of a test broadcast. So that's why we don't have our full crew out here today. We're just trying to make sure the Wi-Fi is good, everything is working properly. And also we wanted to get a free omelet. I'm just saying, because you saw, for those of you who are watching, the chef has fired off a just ridiculous omelets. And it's a fresh station. So you can come on here, just get your grub on and have at it, man. Have a good time. And like you say, again, it's really a great space just to kind of relax. You know, if you have a meeting or have something like that going on, wonderful space for that. And we're just happy to be back in the building because we haven't been back here since I think we came out once after the COVID. But for the most part, we have not been at the hotel. So we're looking to kind of have some events here. We're gonna do some stuff with around high school football, which you guys know that we do all the time. So again, it's just great to be back here amongst friends and with some good food. Because I mentioned earlier before the break, these guys really do a great job of preparing food, and it's a great place where you can kind of relax and chill out, great atmosphere, and the food's good. There's some place you go to, the atmosphere is nice, you got a nice vibe, the place looks good, but the food ain't no good. It's too salty, it's too bland, it's too sweet, it's too something, undercooked. But here at the Holiday Inn Suites, I'm telling you, I've tasted the food myself. Yeah, the food good. Yeah, the food's real good. So again, if you have a chance, come on down and check them out. Also, if you are coming to the Atlanta area and you say, I want to stay someplace, I don't want to break the bank, this place is located literally about 20 to 30 minutes south of downtown Atlanta. So if you, again, want to come on down here and just like you're coming to a game, maybe you're coming to a Falcons game, maybe you're coming to a Braves game, maybe you're coming to like a bowl game, because, you know, Atlanta now has become been this hub now of sports entertainment. You know, last weekend or weekend before last, in the same weekend, we had Janet Jackson. We had an NBA playoff game between the Hawks and the Celtics. And we also had a weekend of Taylor Swift the whole weekend. And then the weekend before, we had Atlanta United, one of the best drawing soccer teams in the world. So I know a lot of you people come down to visit. A lot of people have family here. So this is a great spot. If you, like you said, coming down here for an event, something going on, and you don't want to like break the bank, me spending like $200-300 a night. This is a nice spot, great vibe. You'll be going against the traffic grain going into Atlanta, and again, very, very reasonable rates. So check them out at the Holiday Inn and Suites. And again, we're very, very appreciative for them to be partnering with us again in 2023 as we come out from the pandemic. Well, as I mentioned last night, oh, excuse me, not last night, but over the last couple of days, the NBA playoffs now is really kind of whittled down. We're going to have the Denver Nuggets, who knocked off the Phoenix Suns, blew them out at home. Just a bad showing for the Suns. I'm not, you know, you don't want to throw shade on anybody, but the Suns look terrible. You know, how can you have a closeout game? You have really two of the best players in the NBA on your team, and you guys lay an egg at home. It's terrible. It's terrible. So kudos though to Denver, led by the Joker, the Joker, Nova Jokic. I think that's how I pronounce it. Nikola Jokic from Denver, the big center, former MVP, was the MVP last year. This guy is one of the great unheralded players right now in the NBA. This guy doesn't get too much mention. A lot of it is because he's a foreign national. Also because he plays in Denver, not a big media city. But this guy is one of the best players, and he will go down if he keeps on at this pace, one of the greatest players in NBA history. Just a dominant force at the center position, and really does things in a way that we're not accustomed to at that spot. We haven't seen this type of play really since Wilt Chamberlain. You say, for a preacher? Yeah, seriously, we haven't seen that. I mean, what he does again at the center position is just unbelievable because he's not just a scorer. He's not just a rebounder. He does it all. In the closeout game where Denver blew out Phoenix 125 to 100, like I said, just a shameful showing from Phoenix. I'm going to be honest with you, shameful. I'm going to read his box score of Nikola Jokic. He played 37 minutes. He shot 72% from the floor, 13 of 18 from the floor, 6 of 6 from the foul line. He had 10 rebounds. And here's the big one, 12 assists as a center. I mean, that stat line, guys, is almost perfect. The only thing he did was he missed his 1 3-point attempt. But other than that, those are the perfect stats for any big man. 32 points, 32 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists, a 30-point triple-double, a rarity. I think it's only been done, I think, like maybe a dozen times in the NBA playoff history. But like I said, guys, the guy does not play small forward. He doesn't play shooting guard. He's not a point guard. He's a center. Dazzling performance by Nikola Jokic, and Denver, is going to be a tough out. And really, this is a great matchup. As much as we missed the Splash Brothers, defending champions, are out. Great story has been this magnificent run they've had over the last, 7 or 8 years. The realities are, it's going to be kind of cool to see two great players really go at it here. LeBron James, first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the top 5 players in NBA history, against Nikola Jokic, who, like I said, again, if he continues to play at this pace, he's going to also be considered, when his career is over, a top 10 or top 20 player in NBA history. So this is going to be an epic series. Denver against the Lakers. The winner, of course, goes on to the NBA Finals to represent the West. So again, very, very fitting. And for LeBron James, fitting for him, especially if he's able to get by Denver, another notch, another plank in this really unique history of not only a basketball player, but a man. LeBron James, a guy who came like Kobe Bryant straight out of high school, has played close to 2 decades in this league. And then also off the court, doing big things in the community, is building schools, donating money. And from all apparent news that we have, an old school family man that's married to his high school sweetheart. Now, I don't think, again, tomorrow could come out that he was a philanderer or something going on. But right now, as far as we know, the guy has clicked all the right buttons. I know a lot of people don't like him. I know there's been times where I didn't like him when he did the whole thing going to Miami. But the bottom line is that over his career, this guy has done everything that you want a superstar athlete to do. So kudos to LeBron James, no matter what he does. Obviously, if he wins against Denver, against last year's MVP and this one of the 2 best teams in the NBA, if he's able to do it, man, like I said, again, it's going to add to the legend. But even if he doesn't, if he just plays well in this series, LeBron James continue to build on a legendary career. All right, we're going to shift some gears here. It is Mother's Day. First of all, we're going to give a big shout out to all those of you who are moms. Any of you ladies who are watching this, we appreciate you. Appreciate all you've done. I know me personally, I miss my mom, even though I'm a grown man in my 60s now. My mom, fortunately for me, did not pass away until I was almost 50 years old. And so God spared me and spared her life so we could hang out together for almost 5 decades. And she really is the reason why I do this sports show. And my mom. What happened was that she, I tell people the story of me on this sports show. It really is like something out of a TV movie. And who knows, one day it might be. So literally about 6 months before she passed away, I had an opportunity to go and find a station here in Atlanta. So what we did was we just run an errand. Sorry for being distracted. I got somebody hit me on my text. Yes, we're just running an errand to a local store. And what happened is that I'm riding, listening to WIGO, and all of a sudden I realized it's a sports show on. I'm thinking, that's kind of odd, a sports show on a gospel station? What's that all about? So I said, hey, me being a curious guy I am, let me go ahead and check this out. So I listened to the program and realized it was not a tape or rebroadcast. They were on live. And I said, well, say now, let me kind of check this out. And so I continued to listen. And then they did what they always do on any type of radio show. They said, hey, callers, you can call in right now. and we'll put you on the air. And so I was like, ah, man, I ain't gonna call in because you know what happens. I mean, I'm gonna be on messing around here and they won't pick me up. They keep me on hold for a long time. So I didn't do it. And then they came on again. Caller, if you're out there, call in, call a number. So literally, I heard a voice tell me, hey, go ahead and call us in. When they say it again, I said, oh, okay, I'm gonna do it. So literally what I did is that I called in, and my good buddy, Vincent W. Turner, who was doing at that time his show, I called in, let me stay on for about 4 or 5 minutes. I said, man, I'm on the show for a long time. And I was about to jump off. And right when I was about to jump off, the producer said, hey, the guy who does this show wants to talk to you. I said, really? He said, yep, wants to talk to you. So over the next couple of weeks, we had a couple of meetings and conversations, and we developed what is now the Real Talk Sports Show. And we started on the air. Now, I can remember telling my mom at the time, I was like, Mom, I don't get it. I'm in ministry, I sell cars. What on earth does doing a sports show have to do with any of that? Especially on the ministry aspect. She said, dear, you always said that you felt the Lord had your ministry towards men. She said, so don't men like sports? I said, yes. She said, well, there you go. She said, so just keep doing it and the Lord will let you know what to do. You'll figure it out. And the unbelievable thing is that my mom, who passed away actually in our home in her sleep, I went down to, after she had passed away, I went down to, kind of, get a room together and get her personal effects. And I had bought her many years ago. I actually had like one of those all-in-one stereos that you have in your room, in your bedroom. And at that time, this is going back almost 15 years. It had a CD player. I guess we still use CD players a little bit now. And I accidentally hit the CD button, and the CD went in and started playing, and it was my show. So one of the last things that she was listening to in those last days or two before she passed away was the sports show that she had so much encouraged me to be on. So big shout out to the late, great Dorothy Mae Simmons, my mom, grandmother to my daughter, Vanessa, and to a whole brood of grandkids and now great grandkids who include my brother's granddaughter is now in high school. So, and looks just like my mom, which is very interesting at that age. So just really cool stuff. So again, big shout out to my mom, Dorothy Mae Simmons, for encouraging me to do this sports show. And now we have been able to do all types of things. We've been able to cover the Hawks, cover the Falcons. We do high school football, which you guys know. We do it every single year. We've done it for the last, Lord have mercy, it's been the last 5 years, I believe. And our premier sponsor has been Alan Vigil Ford, and we appreciate him for doing that. Speaking of that, I didn't realize my producer didn't let me know. We've been talking so much, we went right through the break. All right, guys, we'll be back with more of the Real Talk Sports Show. And before we let you listen to a little bit about our sponsors and those people who support us, let's listen to this commercial that we do, and hopefully you guys will join us on Friday nights as we get back to high school football here in Clayton County and all around Metro Atlanta. Let's take a listen to our ad and encourage you to join us when you can watching high school football right here or listening on WIGO 1570. Here we go.
Hey, sports fans, tune in for live high school football Fridays, 7:30 p.m. on RealTalkSports.net. Check out your favorite Metro Atlanta teams as they do battle on the gridiron. It's your high school game of the week, live streaming free Friday nights on RealTalkSports.net. For more sports coverage and great sports talk, catch the Real Talk Sports Show Tuesdays, 8 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. Brought to you by Alan Vigil Ford in Morrow, a business giving back to their community. Give them a call at 678-364-3979 or check them out online at alanvigilford.net.
All right, guys, we're back here. You're watching and listening to the Real Talk Sports Show. We broadcast to you live, first of all, on the radio, on WIGO, the legendary WIGO 1570 on your dial. Or check this out. You also can listen to them online at WIGO1570.com. And one more way you can do it. If you are like most people have apps, you can download the free TuneIn app, put in WIGO in the search, and then voila, you listen to us anywhere you go on the app. And of course, if you're watching us, good news, we're out of Facebook jail, so you can watch us on our Facebook page, Real Talk Sports 7. You also can watch us on Twitter, Real Talk Sports 7, and also you can check us out on YouTube, Real Talk Sports TV. So again, however you want to check us out, we appreciate you any way you do it. So that's it. But like I said, again, great stuff going on in the world of sports. But we want to get back to...
All right, guys, we're here at the Corky Kell Classic getting things wrapped.
I wanted to bring that on during the commercial, but it did not go on. Anyway, we wanted to ask this question because I'd like to know what you guys think about this. So as we celebrate Mother's Day, hard to believe there are several athletes, top quality athletes. When I say top quality, I mean athletes that performed at a high level that have had children, their moms. And so, some of them are well known. So I'd like to ask you guys, who do you think is the mom? Give me your top five of female athletes who have become moms. Love to have you guys answer me on that one. Please let me know um, your top five female athletes who are now moms. You guys can give me a short list. We would love to get your opinion on that, please. I'm gonna put this also in the questions here on social media, so hopefully I can get some feedback from you guys. And here's the cool thing I'm also going to do. I'm also going to put the link up, so if you guys want to be a part of the show. But here's the question for today. Who are your top five female athletes who are moms now? Okay, who are your top five? I got some I'm gonna put out there for you. I got one that probably is pretty obvious, and she probably would be the number one, I would think. We'll save her for last. Let's think about, for example, we're going into WNBA season. Here's a top five mom athlete, Candace Parker, young lady who has a daughter now. I think her daughter is, I want to say 10 or 11 years old, maybe not that old, but bottom line, Candace took some time off, came back, and won a WNBA title. So big shout out to Candace Parker. Got to be on a top five list of top five mom athletes for sure. How about Allison Felix? There's another one, track and field star, Allison Felix. We remember her because she is the one that really has helped push the needle for women who, in fact, get pregnant and decide to do that while they're in the quote unquote peak of their careers, that they're not penalized by their sponsors, or at least the sponsors do something to attempt to continue to compensate them. Because usually what would happen is a woman get pregnant, they go, well, the sponsor go, at the end of the day, you're not performing in the same manner. Matter of fact, you're not performing at all, so we're not going to pay you, or we're going to greatly reduce your pay. Well, Allison Felix was like, whoa, well, hang on a second. I'm still the same person. I'm still competing. I'm still winning races. I'm only going to take a sabbatical just to have the baby. Now, here's the crazy thing is they actually ruled that as an injury. They called that if you were pregnant, you were suffering from an injury, therefore you could not perform. I know it seems kind of weird, but that's how it was. So again, who do you guys say are the top five mom athletes that are out there? Love to get your opinion on that, and love to get some feedback from you to let you know. Like I said, I've mentioned two of them right here. Candace Parker, Allison Felix is another one. We also have another track and field athlete that, along with Allison Felix, again, really pushed the needle to try to get different types of compensation and not making the woman feel diminished, or worse yet, in some cases, having the woman pretty much have to end her career because she got pregnant. So again, Allison Felix was at the Vanguard. And I also want to mention another young lady from track and field who actually, what she did was she actually ran, I think it was a 400-meter race while she was pregnant. And her name is Alicia Montano. I think that's her. I think it's the right woman. I want to make sure I got the right person here. Let's double check. Yep, and I'll read her bio really quickly. It says Alicia Montano is an American middle distance runner. She is a not one, not three, but six-time USA outdoor track and field champion in 800 meters. Okay, and here's what she did. In 2014, I didn't realize that long ago, she ran in a race while she was 8 months pregnant. 8 months pregnant. Seriously. It's just unbelievable. I mean, listen, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. And I told a female friend of mine this the other day. It was actually a client. For those of you who know me, I went through 2 operations on my intestines. One in 2017, another one in 2018. And the one in 2017 was emergency. And it really, to me, I said to myself, this is what women must feel like when they have a C-section, because literally they cut me down the middle and sheared off about 6 inches of my intestine. I hope I'm not disrupting anybody's breakfast right now. I'm just keeping it real. The pain I had in recovering from that, I have a new respect for any woman that has had a baby going through that time of month. I'm like, hey, I ain't mad at you no more. Not that I was mad before, but I got nothing but empathy for you, because if y'all have to deal with anything that was like the pain I was in going through that, buddy boy, OMG, it was ridiculous. I mean, I was in mad pain. So again, big shout out to Alicia Montano, who again not only had a baby and is back up to peak form, but to show people that that you're an athlete and you're an athlete and you're an athlete. She actually ran a 800-meter race while pregnant. There was another lady that ran a marathon, I think the Boston Marathon, also while pregnant. But here's the crazy thing: not only did she do that, but she had the baby right after running the marathon. See, this is what I'm gonna tell you. I mean, this is why, it's good to be flexible, and it's good to grow, and it's good to learn as you age. Because I got to tell you, uh, if you had asked me this question even 10, 15 years ago, I would say, oh, no, man, they should be, why are you going to have a woman out here competing that could endanger the baby, blase, blase. I like, she should be home. She should take a lot of time off. It's the mom's primary responsibility to raise the kids. I mean, seriously, I would have been tripping. But what I realized is that God is big. Now, before we go too off to the rails, I do believe I'm a little skeptical about the idea of running a marathon or any type of middle distance race while pregnant. Now, I understand that you can pace yourself, but to me, I'm thinking, especially 8 months pregnant, or as both these ladies were, Mm, that's a little dicey. But again, keep in mind, these women are world-class athletes, number one. They have full agreement with their family, number two, and they went through, I'm sure, rigorous testing by the medical staffs around them to make sure they weren't in any jeopardy. And if you think about it, all these women came back and still achieved at a high level. So it makes me start to think, hey man, you got to go by the facts. You can't go by what you're feeling. It's all about the facts. And the facts are that female athletes are able to do things, especially at that level, that maybe a normal woman can't do. And it's the same thing, like you think about it, as an athlete that's playing, a male athlete that's playing professional basketball or football, whatever. They are in the upper less than 1% percentile of athletes over the whole world. They're operating at a different level than you and I. So stuff that they do, you think, hey man, that's kind of crazy. It's crazy for us, but not crazy for them, because their bodies have been honed to such a high level of efficiency, they can probably do things that we can't do. So now we're gonna have to rethink, number one, women competing while they're pregnant, which we know that Serena Williams did. Um, how quickly after pregnancy they um, can resume their activities, and really getting our ears wrapped around the fact that they can go back and achieve at championship level after pregnancy. Yeah, so we're gonna have to kind of rethink things totally. I'm glad that Nike and other manufacturers, again, they had to be pushed and they had to be educated themselves to see that, hey man, women should be able to be compensated, um, even though they, like I said, pregnant, had babies, they can come back and achieve at a high level, or maybe kind of set something up where um, maybe can put them in a situation where, okay, we have to adjust your sponsorship slightly, but we're not going to just go ahead and just kind of throw you out with the bathwater. So yeah, just an amazing thing. And if you want to get an idea of some of the female athletes who have really done this, they have a whole list of recent athletes. And I didn't realize the number was so big, but you go on. I didn't realize that Skylar Diggins Smith had a child. See, I'm totally in the weeds. I had no idea. Of course, in WNBA, Cheryl Swoops, probably the greatest NBA player ever, WNBA player, one of the top, excuse me, one of the greatest WNBA players. She had a baby. Lisa Leslie. So many women, top quality athletes, have had babies and come out and perform. Alex Morgan, great soccer player. So many women, Kim Clijsters, tennis player. So many women have again, have babies. Now, some of them have kind of said, hey, I'm going to take a step back. But many of them have been able to go on and resume their careers, and it's all good. Kerry Walsh Jennings, a great volleyball player. I believe she's retired now, but all of these women are showing us that we have to rethink women athletes and also rethink women athletes after and during pregnancy. We got to look at them completely differently. Because what they're showing is, hey, oh, look, I'm an athlete. And not only am I an athlete, but I'm a world-class athlete. And that means I'm able to do things that, is beyond the pale, is different. So what do you guys think? Give me your top 5 here. Like I said, I've already listed Allison Felix. I've also listed Alicia Montano, both from track and field. Who you guys got? Of course, we've mentioned who probably is the one that is the most legendary in our minds because it's very recent, which is a woman who's considered probably the greatest female tennis player of all time, Serena Williams. So I'd like to get your input. Who do you have at the top 5? Also, if you got somebody that you know locally that is a mom, and even if she didn't necessarily go on to quote unquote resume her career at the same level, if you have a mom that's an athlete, you want to shout her out, here's your opportunity. Go ahead and do so. And also, as I'm going to do, if you want to jump in and join us here on the broadcast, I'll put it right up here on the screen. You can link in with us. For those of you who are watching, now, for those of you who are listening on WIGO 1570, the call-in line is 404-361-1571, and we'll find some way to hit you on the show via the phone. But if you want to be a part of it, here's them put up on social media right now. And here's how this works. If you follow the link on your phone, on your laptop, it's just like Zoom. You jump on in here. There it is right there. That's the link. Jump on in. And we would love to have you as part of the Real Talk Sports Show. As we're doing something a little differently, we are doing a test broadcast. That's why I'm not hitting you with a gazillion stats, because really my main purpose today is to kind of test out our Wi-Fi system, the lighting, which I'm going to make some changes there, and to kind of get a feel for doing live broadcasts. Because again, this is what you guys know. Before the pandemic, we were out here all the time. So now that the pandemic is receded, and believe it or not, football season has started again. It's already cranking up with high school football. We want to be out and back out in the mix with all of you. Also, for those of you who once again want to join us as a business partner through sponsorship and advertising, well, how cool is it, man, to have the Real Talk Sports Show come on out, man, and be a part of whatever you're doing. Like if you have a grand opening, or if you're having a big event, or like they're doing here where they have like kind of a Mother's Day celebration with brunch and mimosas, we're coming out. Love to have you part of it. And here's the way you can contact us or let us know about that if you want us to be a part of what you're doing. First of all, for those of you who are, let's do it for those of you who are listening and watching. Let's do this. Remember, you can follow us anywhere on social media at Real Talk Sports, the number 7. That's how you follow us. You can follow me personally at Minister J Sim. That's Minister JSIMM. And you'll see that up on your screen for those who are watching in just a second. There it is right there. Bam! Like I said, Real Talk Sports, the number 7. Follow me personally at Minister J Sim. You also, if you, again, want to be a part of what we're doing, or you want us to be a part of what you're doing, we have unbelievable rates for our partners and advertisers. Very, very, very affordable. You can just hit me up with an email, jsimmons@realtalksports.net. jsimmons@realtalksports.net, or you can just call me or text me direct on the cell phone, 678-410-9833. And we'd love to have you partner with us. We'd love to come out there, man, have a good time, bring some people out there and really promote your business or your event. So that's how you hit us up, jsimmons@realtalksports.net, or you can simply hit me up with a text, 678-410-9833. I'm going to take a quick little break again here, and then we'll finish up with a little football talk and anything you guys want to talk about here on the Real Talk Sports Show. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go nowhere. Thank you very much. Thank you, and thank you.
The day has arrived. It's time to let more people know about your business. You have the right marketing plan and the messaging in place, but do you have the right messenger? Good advertising and promotions need a professional sound so the message can be clearly understood. Don't leave your brand image to chance. Let our team of voiceover experts at CME lend you a hand. Give us a call at 678-304-8121 to find out how we can partner with you to give your business its voice.
This is OJ Howard with Real Talk Sports.
What's up, guys? This is Tim Tebow. You're listening to Real Talk Sports.
This is Charles Woodson. Let me grab the mic. You ready? This is Charles Woodson with Real Talk Sports. Hey, it's your boy JB Smooth with Real Talk Sports.
Bingo. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go here before I leave, guys. You know, I'm gonna have to kind of take care of business. Again, we are broadcasting live. We're doing a test here from the Burger Theory restaurant and grill inside the Holiday Inn and Suites in Stockbridge. So now I'm gonna let you guys check this out. This is the dining room here, and I'm gonna go ahead and fix a to-go plate. I'm just saying, omelet station is shut down temporarily, but I do believe we still have some goodies here, and we do. So, guys, I'm gonna be fixing the to-go plate in just a second. I'm gonna get some scrambled eggs. Let's see here. I'm gonna get my plate. Go to WIGO. You're saying, bro, what are you doing? I'm hungry. So I'll fix me a little to-go plate here. I'll put it on the regular plate, and then we will. Oh, he said he's gonna give me a box. And there's the chef right there. Chef said, brother, you keep getting me on picture. But Chef, listen. So this is really cool. So whose idea was to come up with the whole omelet station for Mother's Day? Was that your idea?
Actually, we came up with it together.
As a staff. Okay. So now, is the omelet station closed? Are we done for today?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want an omelet? I will make you
Oh, Chef says he's going to make me an omelet, guys. So listen, right now they're getting me a to-go plate, and I'm going to let Chef get back to her station. And you guys keep it locked right here. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Bye, guys.
All right. Like I said, guys, so we got the scrambled eggs. We got some hash browns. You know I love hash browns. We got the turkey. We got, now this, you know we down south. We got the grits and white gravy and biscuits. Now I can't mess with too much of that. I'm just saying. French toast, wheat planets ready to go. Look at that cinnamon sugar powder on there. Ooh, that looks so tasty. And there's grits. We even have oatmeal if you want to be healthy. So as I'm waiting for my to-go box again, we just want to give a big shout out and thanks to the folks here at the Holiday Inn and Suites. We also want to give a big shout out to everybody back at WIGO, including my lovely producer, Lady E. We're hoping to have her jump on the broadcast, but she's busy holding it down there at the station. And again, for those of you who are watching, she said, yeah, she jumped out and said, the food looks amazing. It is amazing. And that's right now, we're looking at a continental breakfast. That's all your fresh Danish there. Apple squares, bran muffins, blueberry muffins, all fresh right here. And we got fresh hot coffee here by Royal Cup Caterers, decaf or regular. If you're like me, kind of lactose intolerant, no problem. They got your coffee mate creamer right there. And for the kiddies, they got your full-blown soda station here with everything you need to eat and drink right there. And now here's the staggering thing. This is unbelievable. The price for all this is only $12.95. That's all you can eat. That's right. $12.95, all you can eat. I mean, how much better can it get than that? And right off the highway, right on Highway 138. Okay, Chef is waiting for me here. We're going to get our omelet. Chef, I'll make it easy. Just you can put everything in there.
Bacon, chicken, onions, peppers. I mean, we're right now because I'm
Right.
closing down.
All right. Well, just give me a little bit of everything. We're great. Yep. Just no jalapenos. That's it.
You know, like a spicy.
No spicy.
What about a Bloody Mary or a mimosa?
Well, no, because don't want to drink and drive. I won't get in trouble. But it is, guys, as we're wrapping up here from, again, the Holiday Inn and Suites, I want to thank everybody that's tuned in to listen to us on the legendary WIGO 1570. And also for those who are listening online at WIGO1570.com, appreciate you so much for doing so. Also want to give a big shout out to our producer, Lady E, back at the station. I think she might be there. No, we'll get her on next time, hopefully. She'll be able to join the broadcast.
Yeah, big shout out to her. And remember, she does a wonderful show about the history of R&B music on Sundays, 2 p.m. That's Lady E. Check her out. Great stuff there on WIGO 1570, Atlanta's Incredible. Oh, I didn't say Incredible Radio. I should say legendary WIGO. Look at this omelet, guys. Look at this. Ooh. Doesn't that look tasty?
Fresh eggs.
These are fresh eggs, okay? Hot off the press. Cage free. And you can see I have a little bit of everything. I got turkey in there. I got ham in there. I got a little bacon. I got some spinach, tomato, everything. I got the cold box waiting. I'm going to take that. I'm going to get some grits.
A little bit of everything. Hopefully.
A little bit of everything. So just as you know, guys. All right, well, our time is about gone here. We, again, appreciate you for tuning in and joining us here on the Real Talk Sports Show. A little something different today. We wanted to kind of give you a flavor of us being back out. And before I go, one more time at that omelet. Again, keep it locked on WIGO 1570, Atlanta's Incredible Radio. Oh, that's the old moniker. I'm sorry. It's the legendary WIGO Pacesetter 1570. Keep it locked right there for great R&B, great gospel music. As a matter of fact, just 6 years ago, we shocked the world and were a Stellar Award winner, which is the gospel music equivalent of the Grammys. That's right. So you got some great gospel music there, great talk shows, and we're always going to be in the community trying to show you what's going on, especially in what we call a Southern Crescent. That encompasses South Fulton County, Clayton County, Henry County, parts of South Douglas County. So if you're doing something in the community, please contact us. Let us know. We'd love to be out there to join us. And who knows, you might get your shot. You might get your 15 seconds of fame on WIGO 1570 or on the Real Talk Sports. And remember, you can follow us anywhere on social media at Real Talk Sports, the number 7. And please, I'm going to ask you, please, ma'am, please, sir, please follow us on social media if you could. We'd love to, like I said, connect with you and be a part of what's going on. Also, if you are in the Atlanta area and you are near Swanee, first of all, go to Google and put in Go Gray for Cause. Our good buddy, the Queen, Miss Tree Dolman, is out right now doing a big 5K walk and run. If you can't do it, you can support her virtually. Just go on and look at it. Go Gray for a Cure and find out what she's got going on. Also, please donate while you can. We'd love to have you do that. Here's the information to follow us on social media. I think I can pop it up on the screen. Let's see if I can get up there. No, that's the email. Again, there's the email if you got a great idea, great show. But there it is for those of you watching right there. Real Talk Sports, the number 7. Follow us anywhere on social media or follow me at Minister J. Sim. We'd love to have you be a part of our broadcast. All right, the omelet is ready to go, guys. So we got to get up and out of here. I'm going to let you guys take a look at this before I go. I can't let you go till you see this. Bam! Look at that omelet, boys. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Man, you know the minister about to get it in. All right, guys. Until the next time that we see you again, I always want to remind you, if you do not know the Lord Jesus Christ, your personal Savior, I want to tell you, please, ma'am, please, sir, get to know him today. Because nobody, absolutely nobody loves you like Jesus. He's the one that came here and died for your sins. And here's the good news. If you believe that the Lord came, fully man, fully God, died for your sins, and you repent of your sins, something wonderful happens. You become an adoptive child of God and with all the rights therein, and you also become a citizen of the kingdom of heaven. All right, guys, until next time when we meet together again, we say God bless you, have a great day, and we appreciate again the folks at the Holiday Inn and Suites for allowing us here to do a test broadcast as we get ready to relaunch back out in the environment as the COVID starts to recede. God bless you and have a great day.